Hey guys, it's Nadine. I wanted to share with you all, confess that I am always on the hunt for the perfect planner. And I think I'm very close to saying that I found it. Just a Filofax, and I did a video on all of my planners that I've, been accumulating through the years. And I'll put the link for that in the description box below for that video if y'all want to see. This is a Filofax, and this is my A5 Finsbury Raspberry. Or Raspberry Finsbury. Try saying that 5 times really quickly. I am loving this thing. Like, I really am like loving it. Series, I'm gonna call it my Fixation. Because I really am fixated with this thing. It's almost like a disease, an addiction. I'm gonna actually break this into different segments, or 3 different parts. The first part is gonna be focusing on the front half of my A5, and that is my calendars and how I work my calendars and all of that stuff. And then the second part is going to be on the back half, which is more of my personal stuff, my house stuff. Now, I will tell you guys that I pretty much have everything in here right now, and I'm really debating on using a smaller planner. I am so enamored with this Filofax system that I have to show you guys. I actually bought another one, and this is the Finsbury Antique Rose Personal. I got this, and then I also got this Finsbury Pocket Organizer in Antique Rose because I wasn't sure which size I was going to like. But at the end of all of this craziness, I am going to actually have a giveaway. And let me show you guys a sneak peek of what I'm giving away. So I have, in the past month and a half, I've purchased 4 Filofaxes. Told you it was an addiction. You can see how extreme I am. See, that's my Cancer horoscope taking into effect. We can be extreme. So anyway, I am going to be giving away, and I will give all the details, and I will go through this entire thing at the end of video 2 to show you guys what I'm giving away. But for now, I'm just going to tell you that I'm giving away the sketch. It's a black, and it is the pocket size. My A5 Finsbury has a button that opens it and closes it. I actually love that. In here, they have one side has all of these pockets, and I'm going to go through with them with you all. On this side, I have my pen. This is my favorite pen that I use for my Filofax. It's actually the Sakura Micron 08 pen. And I'm going to show you guys, my third video is going to be all of my Filofax favorites that I use to make my Filofax work the way I need it to work. It also has this zipper right here. Right now I don't have anything in the zipper. And then it has 2, 4, 6, 8 card pockets that you can put different things in, whether it be credit cards or whatever. I happen to have one of these Chinese fortune cookies excuse me, in this little part. I actually have one of my calling cards in here, and I will show you guys what it looks like. This is what my actual calling card looks like, and I actually made it by myself. And I will show you guys who had a video on how to make your own business cards. You can make this as business cards or calling cards. I tend to put just my personal information on here, like when my daughter has friends in school or my son and they want play dates and I'm just meeting the parents for the first time, I will give them a card like this. It has my cell phone number and my email address in case they need to contact me for whatever reason to set up stuff or whatever. So that's usually what goes on this side. But for right now, for the sake of this video, I actually have a fortune cookie fortune, and it says you will be confronted with unlimited opportunities. Awesomeness. I look forward to that. So in here I have, now this is the paper clip, the cassette tape paper clip that Rashida Roseflower 317 gave me, and then this is the one from Sarah, and these are my favorite paper clips. I'm probably not going to use them, but I just like the way they look. I have some Martha Stewart little sticky tabs in here. These are just extras. I have one of these Oldie block magnetic paper clips that I am going to be using. In here, what do I have in here? Oh, in here I have my Sanrio card. So when you go to a Sanrio store, and this is actually from Hawaii when I went back home from Pearl Ridge Shopping Center. See, when I purchase things, they stamp your card, and after you get so many, you get like a free gift or whatever. And then this is just my Apple 121 membership card. So I have that, and then in this pocket right here I have my market dots, and I will show you guys how I use my market. I have all of the colors pretty much, but I need to get the black because I use black too. So yeah, as you can tell, I have them labeled on the top because when I actually do my planner, it's usually in the evening and it's usually on my bed before I go to sleep. So that way I can actually jot down everything that I need to do or whatever I need to have in my Filofax for the next day or the upcoming week so that I can sleep soundly, because I have a tendency of overanalyzing everything and trying to keep everything in my brain, even though I suffer from CRS, can't remember shit. And then I get all screwed up because I cannot sleep because I start worrying about stuff. So yeah, my Filofax helps to alleviate all of that. But anyway, going back to this. So in my room, I have very dim lighting because when it's nighttime, I have to get myself trained that it's time to go to sleep or else I will suffer from insomnia. So my lights at night are very dim in my room, so that way I'm signaling to my own self, okay, it's time to go to sleep, or I'm getting ready to go to sleep. And oftentimes, while the lighting is good for my ambiance, my sleeping ambiance, it's not good to see what the heck colors these are. And either that or I'm just stinking colorblind. Every single color belongs to or is designated to somebody in my family, and I will show you guys how I do that. On this side is the Martha Stewart Post-it notes and sticky tabs that I use quite a bit of. I'm going to show you guys something too. On this side, I have these same sticky tabs that I've actually stamped. Video, it was a haul. I showed you guys that I used these stamps that I saw Sherry scrapping and wrapping. She had bought these stamps, these Bow Bunny clearly calendar stamps, and so what I've done is I've used the reminder excuse me, and the appointment stamp on here, and you will see how these work throughout my file. All right, so now onto the first section of it. Okay, so the very first page is the fly leaf, and I actually love this. I've actually ordered another one because I like the use of it. It actually keeps things nice, like, you know, my New Year's resolution that I went over with you guys before, which I have recently added more things, and I kind of have that covered up. But I bought another fly leaf to use in the back of my Filofax. But on this fly leaf, I just kind of decorated with a butterfly. And also, Rashida also sent me this metal embellishment. It says, "Do what you love." And I just have it attached onto my fly leaf with glue dots. All right. On the next page is actually a color code system that I use. So all of these different market dots, you see the different colors, corresponds to somebody in my house. The purple is for me because my favorite color is purple. Green has anything to do with money, whether it be coming in or going out, and most of the time it's freaking going out. Red is for urgent, or, you know, to do. Blue is for my son RJ. Pink is for my daughter. Orange is for my birthdays. Then I also use the Martha Stewart Dew Drops, and I don't carry them in here because these can be removable, so I just take them off and place them on different days as necessary. So I don't carry them in here because that's one less thing to bulk up my Filofax. But I will show you guys what I do. And you see, I dislike my handwriting so much that I actually type a lot of things out. For instance, I actually have typed out things on my Martha Stewart Dew Drops. And so green again is bills, red is urgent, darker blue is my middle son, pink is my daughter, yellow is for my husband, and the light blue, baby blue, is for my oldest son. Now in here I have a second page, and this is just extras, and I will show you guys how I use these things in my calendar. But again, these are the things, like I said, red things needs to be done ASAP. For instance, trash, fridge, you know, all of this stuff. So this is just extras that if in case the ones I'm already using in my system gets all junky and it loses its adhesive on the back, I have these I can just pull off and replace the other ones. Then it comes to this. This is 2013, the entire year. On the back of this is 2012 and 2014, which is awesome. I don't use this personal page because, like I said, I do have one of my calling cards that I put in the front of my Filofax. Now on here, I've shown you guys this when I first got it, and I actually now have things filled in. This is the vertical year planner, and I love this thing because it has 6 months on one side and 6 months on the other side. So as you can see, I open it up and I have everybody's birthday on here. So at a quick glance, I can take a look, okay, whose birthday is coming up, and make sure that I have cards. I've made cards or I bought cards ahead of time to send them out because I hate being late with stuff. Although I will tell you, when it comes to my twinster and my besties, my best girlfriends, I'm always late with them. January to June is on the first side, and then July through December is on the second. Now here's another one of my favorite calendars, and this is a horizontal. Now on here, I have my travel schedule, any kind of conferences that I'm giving lectures at, any kind of conferences that I'm just attending. Now I don't use this, but I have to keep it in here just because it belongs to another page. But anyway, here we go to my, this is called my month on 2 pages. And in here, this is where I use my market dots. Now, if you don't have market dots and you cannot find market dots, or you think that they're, you know, you don't want to wait, which I didn't want to in the beginning because I'm very impatient, you can also go to the office store and buy these Avery dots, which serves the same purpose. However, I will tell you they're a little bit bigger. I want to say the market dots are 1/8 of an inch, and then the Averys are maybe 1/4 of an inch. And it makes a big difference when you're working on a smaller Filofax because the boxes are so small. So as you can see throughout my Filofax, I do use the Avery dots or the market dots to signify who is doing what and whatever. I love my month on 2 pages because at a quick glance, I can open up my book and I will see, okay, you know what, this person has an appointment here. I have an appointment here. I have a, you know, my haircut's coming up this week. These bills are due. My daughter has these things. The kids have lessons on this day. There's no school on this day. I can just see really quickly what's going on without getting frazzled. But while this is a great overview, I use my day on a page to give me a more concise look at what's going on in my day. So I'm going to show you guys how that works out. So now here comes my day on a page, with the exception of Saturday and Sunday, which shares a page, which is perfectly fine because I tend not to do too much on Saturday and Sunday since I work throughout the week. So let me show you guys a little system I have. I am a lover of these stinking post-it notes. And what I do on Sunday nights is I think about all of the errands I need to run and all of the things that I need to buy and whatever menu ideas I'm having. And I jot them down on these things. I do that because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back during the week and I'm going to figure out what days I'm actually going to do these errands, what day, you know, and whatnot. So for instance, let me show you guys. On this green one, green again stands for money for me, which means money is either coming in or going out. And this one, it happens to be going out because these are the things that I needed to buy this week sometime. So here's, for instance, I have to go to Bath and Body Works because I like this certain hand soap for my kitchen. And my husband also likes a certain hand soap for his bathroom, which is a pain in my butt. But that's okay. I love him, so I get it. Then I have Bed Bath & Beyond. And I had to get coffee replacement Keurig cups. And these are the different ones that we needed. And then I needed to get some Valentine's cards for my daughter for her class. I've already done this thing right here. And I'm going to show you. I did it on Tuesday. I went to Bed Bath & Beyond right here, and it says see list, and so I see the list right here. Now I can easily take this, pull it off, and take it with me to Bed Bath & Beyond. But that day what I did was I just took a picture and put it on my phone because I always have my phone on me. I might not have this on me since it's rather bulky. But yeah, I also got my daughter's Valentine's Day cards, but I didn't go to Bath & Body Works yet, which I'm going to do tomorrow. So that's that. That's the buy list. This is the to-do list. So these are the things that I need to do this week sometime. And now whenever I have these kind of things, what I do is I will fill them in on different days when I'm going to do them. And as you can tell, I have a crap load of things on here that I still have to do, and only one more day in the week to do it, so I better hurry the hell up. The pink is my menu ideas. So these are the things that I'm thinking I'm going to make this week. And I write them down, and I write the ingredients that I'm going to need so that I can put them on my grocery list. Just a really quick kind of jotting thing. And then I start putting them into my planner, which I will show you guys. So I have 7 days. I usually plan Monday through Sunday, and I go to the grocery store twice, because one I go to Walmart and the other one I go to this other store that has more specialty stuff for us. Before, I used to be really terrible and not plan out stuff, and then I would find myself going to the store every day or every other day and being very stressed out about my menu planning. It was just ridiculous, and you know, it's not cost effective that way either, especially when you're feeding 5 people. That's how I work this post-it note system. So now, if I'm going to go and look at one of my days, let me show you guys. So this is going to be Tuesday the 12th, and I had on this side, I actually have my appointments or what I need to do at a specific time, and then on this side I actually have just my to-do list. Okay, down here I have what we're having for dinner, which I took off of that other list right here. So as you can tell, I have things that I have down and as I finish them, I cross them out with a highlighter. If I don't finish them, I put a bracket around them, which means they're going to be transferred to another day. Now Wednesday, I'm going to show you guys how I use my Martha Stewart Dew Drops. So I have on here my oldest son, you know, he's in school. And I did all of these things, so I crossed them out, and then we had pizza for dinner. This is just a little thing that my daughter, she had book fair on Tuesday, and the teacher sent home this note last week to remind us when they were going to go, when their class was going to go. So I made an effort in my schedule to take time off to actually go to her book fair so that I could purchase the books that she wanted. And yeah, so that's my little note in here, and what I do is I just punch holes in it. Now I'm going to show you guys something. You're going to see me using a lot of washi tape throughout my thing. Not only is it cute for decorative purposes, but it's also good to use because it reinforces your hole punches so that your page doesn't rip, and keeps your holes nicely. Here's Thursday, which is today, the day that I'm taping. Again, I have another Martha Stewart Dew Drop here that reminds me that my credit card bill is due. My business one and my personal one is due. And like I said, when I'm done with this, once I pay this off, or let me go back and show you, like my son. Okay, so yesterday was Wednesday. He's done with school. I'm going to take this off. I'm going to go to next week Wednesday, and I'm going to put it here. Now, the following Wednesday, I have another dot, which is linens, and I'll go over that in a second. So here is, okay, I know I got to pay credit cards. Okay, and I have a reminder little Martha Stewart sticky tab up here. And the reminder goes to this. It's pink. It's my daughter. She's got something going on. She has a party this afternoon that I have to take off. Well, my assistant made a note in my schedule to, you know, she blocked me off so that I could attend this. Here's all the things that I need to do today, which I haven't done anything. When it comes to my tasks, I make sure that I always start it off with a action word, call, email, banking. Every day you'll see in my Filofax that I do banking. First thing in the morning, I get up. After I take a shower and everything, I sit at my computer, open up a thing, and I look at my my bank accounts to see how much money I have in there, so that I know if there's something that I need to buy or whatever the case may be, this is what I have and whatnot. Especially when you have your own business, you have to be careful of the money coming in. You know, you need to make sure that you put some money on the side, so that way when it comes to tax time, you're not SOL. Shit out of luck. And you have money to pay your taxes, because more than likely, depending on how much you make, you're gonna have to pay taxes. I always end up paying taxes, which is annoying as all hell. So in the mornings, I check my bank account, and in the evening times, you're gonna see down here, I transfer money. When you have your own business, it's good. How I do it is my husband does it differently because he makes much more than I do. But he does his, at the end of the month, he puts a 25% of whatever he made into a savings account for his business savings account for taxes. I don't do that because I work on a much smaller scale than he does, which allows me flexibility for my kids and whatnot. I don't do that. At the end of each day, I tally up what I've made for the day, and then I transfer that money from my business checking account to my business savings account, and it's 25% of whatever I've made. So that's how I keep track of my business expenses. So for all of you who have small businesses, that's something that you want to think about, because that'll keep you out of the red. So these are the things that I'm going to do today. At the bottom, I have what we're having for dinner, crockpot tortellini, which I actually saw on Pinterest. Why? Because I am a Pinterest nut. Again, on this page, I have a little reminder tab again, and I am just a fanatic about reminder tabs. And when it comes to money and paying stuff, I'm just crazy about that. I want to make sure that I remember, okay, you gotta pay this, you gotta pay this, don't screw up. I'm paranoid that way. Okay, then on here you can see I have one from my middle son RJ, and I have an appointment coming up tomorrow. Let's get my hair cut, and a reminder. This reminder here signifies that he has our very first baseball practice. I have to make a note of that because my husband is the head coach of that, of our little league team, and to remind myself, okay guys, you guys have this, let me get all their stuff ready to go. This is another post-it note that has a list for the upcoming, my next grocery shopping expedition. So these are the things that I know I'm going to need, and I just have them here. Now, on Sundays, as you can tell, twice a week I use these red dots, and I've already done one of them, so I've transferred it over. But on Wednesdays, I change everybody's bed sheets, and I wash everybody's towels. And then on Sundays, I do everybody's towels. So linens and everything get changed out twice a week. And then I do my meal plan, and I update my calendar. Now, when these things are done on this Sunday, I'm going to take all of these things off and transfer them over to the next Sunday. So that is pretty much the gist of how I do my calendar portion. And I'm going to be back with part 2 of how I do my home area, or the back of my Filofax. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. I am always game to answer questions. Like I said, my calendar corresponds to things that's on my iPhone already. And like I said, when I have lists and stuff like this, if I want to take a picture of this, I will just put it on my phone so that I have it. I can refer to my phone instead of carrying this big thing. I am debating, like I said, using this, a smaller Filofax, the personal size Finsbury, but I am questioning whether or not I'm just making more work for myself, so I haven't opened it up yet. I'm still debating whether or not I'm going to use it. I'm not quite sure. I just don't want this to become too burdensome, and then I don't like it when I make more work for myself, because then I won't follow through with it. So far the system is working for me, but I am debating, because I've seen a lot of people on here that can juggle 2 Filofaxes, and I'm thinking whether or not I should do the same thing. But like I said, I'll be back with part number 2 of my second half of my Filofax. So I will talk to you guys soon. Take care.